I'm Magnus.
I'm Gwen.
And I'm Brandon.
Welcome to the Three Muski-Queers podcast, episode 3. Our only goal is to entertain you. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. A couple minutes before we started this stream, we were yelling at each other.
Yeah, yeah.
The Branson.
Everybody has to
Amish.
test their mics today, huh? Branton, tell us about your new mic that you got for the podcast.
I'm Amish.
He's
Okay.
Amish.
Yeah.
So, Branton, how's
Bet.
your day been?
It was alright. I got held captive.
You got held captive?
Mm-hmm.
What did ISIS get you or something?
Okay.
Oh wow,
It's a
that's
Klansman.
wild. Hey everybody, Brandon got captured. It's crazy.
It wasn't ISIS. It was a Klansman. So
A Klansman?
What kind of clans are we
Of what
talking
clan?
about?
Of what shield?
KKK.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's
Hey.
bad business. Yeah, that's bad
Yeah,
business.
I don't know. Hey, are we gonna really do this bit? Or
Okay, so-
are we really gonna do this bit?
so,
Are we really- okay,
um,
really?
for those who don't know, we've been watching a lot of TV shows. So I thought, we'd talk about TV shows a little bit for this episode for TV shows that we have been watching. Quinn, what are your thoughts on the recent Adventure Time announcement? Because I know you have thoughts because you keep talking about it.
Shut up.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So,
Some.
for those who don't know, a new Adventure Time show was announced, and it's not a big deal, but according to Quinn, it is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Okay, because they left it on a pretty good note, in my opinion. I thought
Okay.
it ended pretty great. It was
Uh-huh.
really good. And you know what? They had to bring it back. So on HBO, I think
Yeah.
it starts to. It's not even about Finn or Jake. It's about BMO, the little robot.
Yeah,
Okay,
the little character.
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has like autism. I might be wrong.
Okay,
Like,
stop. But
I'm
like,
pretty-
but Quinn, BMO was a lot of people's favorite character. Don't you think he'd
I
be
know.
popular with his own TV show? Don't you think that would sell well?
No, because I feel like I don't know. It'll just take away from the adventure. And it's on a whole different planet. It's like
Really?
it's not even. The same- Yeah. I mean, apparently. I mean, if you look
Apparently,
on the.
it's not. I haven't seen any trailers or anything about it. All I've known is from Quinn, who won't stop talking about the new BMO TV show.
I was very angry about it.
You were very angry about it. You're that
Very
upset over its
very-
existence.
I'm very angry about it.
Whoa! I didn't even know this was that big of a deal to you. Even.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay,
Huh.
it's a big deal.
It is a big deal, huh?
It's a big deal.
Oh
Huh?
yeah,
Big boy deal.
big boy deal. Hey everyone, big boy
Big.
deal.
Okay,
Everyone,
Magnus.
this
Okay.
deal, big boy.
I mean, I feel like
Okay.
a lot of us are into sort of shows like that from Cartoon Network, like Adventure Time or Steven Universe or whatnot. So I figured you'd like this show. I figured you'd be excited for it. Because we all don't. Most of us like Adventure Time.
Yeah, my good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Say so.
Brandon, have you ever even seen the show?
No.
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 It's not.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, that's it. I tried watching it a few times and I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah, because like the
Oh.
first couple seasons, they don't even have plot
There's no
relevance.
plot,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
here and
even then, the
there.
plot that there is, there's like very little lore to the world or anything. It's not that gripping or interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and so like I mean, they have little Easter eggs, like little like reference,
Little references and Easter eggs.
like and like season 1 too. Like you can see like background stuff from like destroyed cities.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And,
Mm-hmm.
like it doesn't really specify that until like season 5, I think, or
Yeah.
6 really happened. There's a lich, and like he's just like a bad guy, but
Yeah.
like but the first season he's like, oh, he's a big bad guy, we gotta go take him down, Legend of Zelda, and
Well,
then like
It's sort of
then,
like,
yeah.
in the first season of Steven Universe where nothing happened until the very
Hmm.
end, where like the main antagonist was revealed, and it's basically that for Adventure Time. They're actually really paralleled quite a lot, but the
Well,
difference is
Makes sense.
the next season of Adventure Time they jumped into the plot a lot more, and the next season of Steven Universe they, expanded on the plot a lot more, but in
Yeah.
Adventure Time they spent another 5 seasons just not addressing the lich or anything, which was a
That's
little
pretty
annoying. Yeah,
hot
princesses.
princess.
Yeah, there's no
Princess.
character development in that show either, which is something I really
Oh,
don't like
I mean,
about
there's
it.
some. Don't get me wrong. There's a main
Yeah, but
character which I
like,
really like.
but Finn doesn't have any character development. Yeah, he loses his
Yeah.
arm and stuff, but he's still falling over generic princesses every other episode. Like
Doesn't
he's
he
not.
yell at her one episode? He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
"I
not
used to love you!"
specifically interesting as a main character.
I saw a lo-fi version of that going on.
Like
YouTube and I
even
watched it.
Jake is even a more interesting character with a lot more
He has more
character development.
development.
Yeah,
He has
than the
more
main character.
development.
That upsets me.
Makes
That's
sense,
something
makes
that upsets me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Finn, like, there's some character development. Don't get me wrong. There is
Yeah,
some.
there is a little bit, but
Not a lot.
not as
a
much
lot
as there
though, and it
should be
takes a long
for
time.
it's because the thing is, for Adventure Time, for Steven Universe, it only took them one season to decide. Oh, okay, we're going into full plot mode, right? But in Steven Universe, the last season they decided to have a plot that was consistent with the episodes, and it is such a rough transition. It is not good. It is
Really
not
not.
good.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I've seen now. Some people say Adventure Time is better, and I can tell some people that are listening are probably a little mad by that. And I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna say
No,
it's.
no, let
it's
me finish.
yeah,
Let me
go
finish, let me
ahead.
finish.
Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you what. So basically, Steven Universe. Oh, that has more character development, and the main character Steven grows so much during the show. Like he grows so much. In Adventure Time, okay, the other characters like Cinnamon, like not even the main, like this like side characters like
Yeah,
Cinnamon
Cinnamon Bun has more character development. Than
Yeah,
Finn.
he has so much
actually
character
does.
development.
Yeah.
And then it was so interesting. Also, his kids, Jake's kids, have a lot of character development. I don't know if you know, so there's a whole episode about that.
Yeah, there is.
His kids development. Actually, sub episodes have the character development. Marceline has some character development here and
Well,
there. Simon, actually no, not really.
I'm going
You know
to
what I
say
mean.
I'm going to say that I don't think you can say objectively one is better than the other. It is all subjective. We our opinion. We like viewing it more, but there are some people who watch shows for different reasons. But I'm just saying, if you're looking for a show that has a plot and character development, and you're specifically comparing these two shows, because there's shows that do it better than Adventure Time, objectively, like Steven Universe does it more, right? Like, it's a show meant for that, and Adventure Time isn't. And that's the weirdest thing about it, is because when I have these arguments with these people about Steven Universe, they always bring up Adventure Time as if it does it better, but it's not supposed to until the very last season. It's just so bizarre, that comparison.
It is. It really is. I do agree with you.
Branton, have you ever heard
Yeah.
a single Steven Universe argument that actually held any weight to it? That you
No.
agreed with? No? Not a single? Because, we get a lot of people at our school who don't like that show because we grow up in the South, and, people don't like
Midwest,
that
you mean?
show, especially. Well, yeah, more specifically in the Midwest, but, there are a lot of people go, I don't like that Adventure Time show. There's gays on that show. So we
You
get a
mean
lot of
Steven
people like
Universe?
that. You hear a lot of people. Or, yeah, I keep mixing the two up, but on Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit on Adventure Time, I'm not going to lie, but.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
lots of there's some.
But,
gay- there's some-
Yeah, on Steven Universe, we get a lot of people who are like, I don't like that show. If you watch that show, you're a prissy boy, ain't you?
like, well,
Like,
Like-
even constructively made YouTube videos dissing Steven Universe, they're just like, I don't like it because this character doesn't ever do anything, and that's the character I want to do things. Like, they're always so childish when they're trying to insult this show. It's never done anything to deter me viewing it.
I get that. Here's the thing. I read actually. I'm pretty sure a prime minister of some country really. I
Yeah.
think it was Canada. Really enjoyed it, and like, I'm pretty sure he got mad because he found out that Garnet was like, lesbian.
Lesbian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I don't have like I'm not against
Slade.
that. My,
Slade!
What?
Oh my
We
gosh,
gave
yeah,
you a
the-
chance to get on it, and you waited too long.
yeah.
You said 7.
I know. We changed it, because we could do it.
So how are we gonna do?
before.
Are we gonna
You
with the last?
didn't tell me.
We've been
called
talking for
you.
like 10 minutes, so we could
We're gonna have-
restart it if we need to. I don't know.
Do you want me to leave?
Yes.
IDK LOL. Brandon.
I want
Brandon.
want you to get out.
Brandon. Oh wow. Quinn.
I'm angry.
Quinn's
Slade,
waving
I want
his
you to-
stick. He's kicking
I go,
off.
Slade, I want you to go run a mile. I'm mad. Go take a lap.
He's
Take a
taking a
lap.
lap. He's taking a lap. Oh wait, I'll type it in.
Tell him to take a lap. I'm furious right now. I'm furious. Go take a lap.
That's next episode's guest, everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
a rescheduling got him out.
Oh, don't come in my podcast and ruin it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, how rude.
Anyway, so I've yeah, I don't think I have any other specific thoughts on Steven Universe because really, like anything I say about the show, like my opinions have already been said. It's just the only opinion I have about it is that the criticism people give her it's just stupid.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah?
it had constructive
It's
criticism,
dumb.
it'd be nice.
Like valid criticism is always good, but I've never heard any valid. Well, I'm not gonna say never. I have, but it's always either been criticism from people who have done bad things in the past. And I'm not gonna say who, but some YouTubers have made shows. They've made episodes against that show, and those YouTubers have turned out to be not the best people. But like. It's either that or it's like a regular YouTuber will say something against the show and it's just not a valid argument. I've never heard like a completely valid argument. Yeah. You especially can't compare it because there isn't really a cartoon show like Steven Universe, is there?
Or just a show.
Not really. No.
Yeah. Now show-wise, yeah, I guess you'd have to say cartoon show-wise because it is a cartoon show and there's not a cartoon show like it. Like there really isn't.
There really isn't, and I thought it's just such a good concept and idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's whatever. My opinion, I'm not getting the homosexual. I'm not against it, but I'm not for it. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just
What
like,
does that mean? What is that? You're not against it? You're not
Oh,
for it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Really
mean,
straddling the line there. SJW,
Well,
SJW.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm neutral. I mean, it's whatever. I know some
Well,
people that
Well, the thing about the show is that obviously it's very pro for all
pro.
of that, but like it doesn't ever commit to it. It doesn't ever outright say that these two characters are gay, right? So I don't know if
It's
that's
just,
what
like,
it's
really
if that's
heavy.
what its message is
No.
actually trying to be. If it's actually trying to do that, which I don't think it is, then they haven't done a good job.
Well, it is because she came out and said like.
Well, I don't
hey,
think that the literal message of their show and the moral of
Oh,
it is
the
that
message?
homosexuality is good. I know that they obviously support it in the show, but people act as if that's the message it's supposed to
Yeah.
push.
no,
But I never got that because I'm not against it or anything, but it's like, well, look at the name of our podcast. But it's like, if you look at how the show presents it, if that is supposed to be the message of the show, like the only message, it's just not a good way of presenting it, you know?
Yeah.
They don't even ever say a character's gay.
Oh yeah, and there's no male gens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no
I mean,
male at all.
technically they don't have a gender, but their pronouns are always she and her, so yeah. You can't, you really can't.
There's no really
dodge
male, and so like I don't know. It's like I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of dumb, you
I
know.
thought Jasper
Yeah.
was a dude.
You
I mean,
thought Jasper
yeah,
was a
don't get
dude.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They have like in terms of like gyms as guys sometimes, but they're like
Well,
very
the
male.
thing is, technically,
Jerk
according to the show, the gems do not have genders. But at the same time, why don't they use they them pronouns then? Right? Like you're
I
really
don't
not committing to anything.
They literally said they don't have a gender, but they just prefer female pronouns.
Yeah. So, I don't. Technically, you could say then that all gems are female. I don't know. We've talked about.
Yeah. I mean, no, there's few gyms that are male.
Well, which I've probably not seen them because I'm not even that far into the show.
Steven is male. We all know.
Well,
that.
obviously, yeah. He's
Then
not. He's a
there's
half
another
gem.
gem. I'm gonna spoil real quick. It's in the last episode. His name is Rainbow Quartz 2.0.
Mm,
He is a male. If
Interesting.
I looked it up, it is confirmed that he is.
Mm.
There's Subconi, whatever
yeah,
the name
Stefani or whatever.
is. I don't know. It's a girl, but it's non-gender. It's just dumb. I don't know. No comment. No comment.
No comment.
I'm not gonna get to it. No comment.
Well, I know that show specifically made a lot of parents mad because they have scenes like that on, and this is on Cartoon Network, right? Like 8-year-olds are seeing it,
Yeah.
and so these and like these homophobic parents are like, I don't want my kid ever seeing that. Interesting. But I never thought that was the message of the show, even. You know, we watched a lot of kid shows. What other kid shows did you guys grow up with? Because we've all technically grown up with Steven Universe, but there's other ones.
SpongeBob.
Well, did we really, though? Because that was a 90s show when it was good.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I walked into the front room the other day,
Mhm.
and there was SpongeBob playing on TV. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't live in a house with kids.
Yeah.
And it was an episode where SpongeBob cloned his legs and gave them to Gary.
Why?
It's an episode.
So Gary was just dancing with SpongeBob legs.
I mean, the show is still going on.
Is this 90s? Or no, they can't. They stopped in 2018, I'm pretty sure.
No, they didn't.
It looked real recent.
No, trust me. Quinn, they
Oh,
didn't.
look it up. No, I'm looking
No,
up
it
right now.
wasn't
Look it up.
Go ahead. Look it up. It's not true.
Okay, I bet you $1 million.
It's just not true. Do
It
it.
is true. I'm gonna find my phone real quick.
Yep, pull out your phone.
I'm
No,
finding it. I
I'm
think I'm sitting
betting-
on it.
yeah.
Hold on. Vincent, I don't know where my phone is. Can you look it up?
I'm looking up right now.
Viewers, take your guess right now.
Viewers,
Do
take
you
your
think
guess. Take your guess.
Do you think will win, Matt guess or Quinn? Ba ba ba
Is
ba
SpongeBob being canceled?
Vote in the poll.
No.
ba.
In 2018, the year you said it was canceled, the series began airing its 12th season.
No, it's
Yes.
canceled. No, I
No,
see
it's
it.
not
hold on.
canceled.
Yes, it is. It's
No, you're just
canceled.
wrong.
No, you're just
Quinn?
dumb.
It's
Quinn,
still
look at me.
going on.
Quinn, look at me. You're
I'm
wrong.
looking. Here, look it
Alright.
up. I'm asking Siri. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. Do
You
it.
think Siri's ever been right?
Picture format 2009 to 2012 to present.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, so that whole bit was pointless. Well, you seem pretty passionate about SpongeBob, though. Did you grow up with
What the
SpongeBob?
heck? I thought they.
Did you?
Okay.
Did you, Quinn?
Me?
Yeah.
Not. I mean, here and there. Not really. It was
Well,
like a side.
here's the
show.
thing about SpongeBob is that a lot of people our age say they grew up with SpongeBob. I don't, because that's literally. You take it this way, right? They literally did. We're all what, 15, 16? By the time we were growing up with SpongeBob, it went bad. Because after the first 3 seasons, the show is now bad, right? It's not a good show anymore. So either you're saying, oh, I grew up with this show that was really bad, or you're saying, oh, I grew up with it before it was bad, but that was when it was in the 90s. So I don't say, oh, I grew up with SpongeBob. I say, oh, it's a show I like. Because I only watched the first 3 seasons. That's why I get mad when everyone's like, remember SpongeBob? It's like, no, I don't. I like it, but I don't remember it from when I was like 5.
Yeah.
An idiot face.
I mean, it's not that much of a 90s show. It was more like 1998, 1999. I wouldn't call it a 90s
Yeah.
baby show, but
And,
we still
I
weren't
mean,
old
it
enough
was
to be
still
watching
good
it.
It was still good during the early 2000s. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
It was so good. Like after
Well,
the SpongeBob movie, I'm not talking
After
about
the SpongeBob
2000
movie, I'm going to say it stopped being good. Because I know a lot of people like to pretend... Yeah.
Disclaimer. I'm not talking about. We're not talking about the 2016 movie. We're talking about the 2004 movie.
Oof.
That's what we're talking about. That's what
Okay,
we're talking
okay, but look. My point is, a lot of people say SpongeBob was like a slow decline into what it is now, which is a bad show, right? Like, oh, it slowly get more and more worse. No, literally after
it
the
was-
first SpongeBob movie, which was great, it stopped being
It
good.
went, yeah, it had a downfall in stocks.
Yeah, it had a downfall.
You know why it was so bad? You
Why?
know why? Because
Why?
the creator, like,
Yeah, because
signed up.
Stephen Hillenburg left. He left
Because
the show.
he was like, you know what? I feel like we've done a good job.
God
here. I
rest
feel like-
his soul.
And then it was like, but money.
Yeah. And the weirdest thing about it is that, like, now Nickelodeon has tried to find another SpongeBob, like Fairly Odd Parents and stuff like that, but they've never done it. Is there a show as iconic as SpongeBob anymore?
No.
Like, there
Now
isn't.
there will be.
You don't think
They
there
use
ever will
that-
be?
You know how much money they've done on SpongeBob and make on SpongeBob. There's so many places where the SpongeBob face is at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I feel like I don't think that they would
The Hall of
cancel it.
Fame.
'Cause, like, yeah, I say even at the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure. I
Even
mean,
at the Hall of Fame? Hall
I
of
think it
Sponge?
has been
More
reserved by the Library of Congress.
Wow.
Like The
Well,
Shining has.
I've always preferred it when it was in cell shaded. I think after they went to digital animation and like went full force. Like if you look at the show now, if you look at the most recent episode, I guarantee you it's gonna look ugly. There's gonna be like all these new looking characters who look disgusting. The show just lost its style after a point, and that's the worst thing a show can do. Okay, now that Quinn Boy is gone, you mind telling the viewers where you went? You foul creature.
Sorry, I had to go delivery. Actually, my a friend lives by your neighborhood, and
Oh,
and I had to
really?
deliver. I had to deliver cookies
Oh,
there.
whoa, cookie.
Butter cookies. Butter cookies.
Do
My
you
name.
guys,
And then,
Brandon, you're muted. Unmute yourself, because you're a part of this conversation.
I know.
Do you guys ever buy Girl Scout cookies?
I have before.
Have
Actually,
you?
my dad has, but like if a
I-
little girl comes up to me,
The
I
ones,
say no.
the ones that are like the crumbly ones, and they have the little rings of chocolate in them. You know, like the oranges looking ones. Those are the best ones. Only good Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
You know the Boy Scouts aren't a thing anymore.
What?
Really?
Yeah, they went bankrupt because they let the girls join, right? Like they're not fully boy anymore, and then they went bankrupt. I'm not saying because of it, but I'm just saying right after they did that, they went bankrupt. And hey, maybe correlation is causation. I don't know. I'm just saying it. Just saying the facts.
Because I know they had a big lawsuit because it was boys.
They had a
you know?
lawsuit, and then they did because of that lawsuit, they went bankrupt. So hey, we got freedom for girls, but at the expense of the thing they wanted freedom for.
Honestly, I think that's really dumb. I just think that's really dumb that like a girl sued because
Well, like let's be honest. Even
Boy Scouts.
even avoiding the fact that like they won't let us into Boy Scouts, like Girl Scouts are just funner to be in anyway. Like you get to sell cookies and stuff. When I was in Boy Scouts, we literally never did anything, because you know we live in a metropolitan area and we're not surrounded by forest all the time. We're surrounded by corn. I don't think that's what metropolitan means, but like yeah, it's just if you live anywhere that isn't like in the middle of the forest, the Boy Scouts isn't fun to join. To join. They really crashed and burned.
Yeah.
Brandon, were you in Boy Scouts?
I tried to, and like I literally signed up, and then they never told me what the first meeting was.
What, were you in the Cub Scouts or? I was
don't
in
know.
I was in Cub Scouts, not Boy Scouts. I need to get the facts straight. I never progressed into Boy Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts. I remember Cub Scouts quite well because at the end of every Cub Scouts session, we would play Skylanders together,
Really?
and it was amazing. And my best friend Will, who will be a guest on the podcast someday, he was also in Cub Scouts, and it was awesome.
Will, I don't know who Will is. Maybe I do.
Little boy, little tiny short.
Oh, I love!
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I saw him at Texas Roadhouse one night,
Mm-hmm.
and he was with this little girl, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, is this your girlfriend?" He went, "No, it's my sister." Oh.
Yeah, but so way back when we first met, we were in like, so a little while later we were in 4th grade, and we never really had the chance to hang out outside of school at that point. Like we never did it before, and we had Cub Scouts though, and we would play Skylanders.
That's whack.
Yeah, it was whack. Anyway, now on to actually the topic on hand. So Quinn, you know what I just finished? You know what I just finished that we were talking about a little bit?
Oh, JonTron
Yeah.
Kingdom, yeah.
So basically, there was this show in 2007. From what I understand, it was canceled quite quickly, but it's about 40 kids in the. Okay, Brandon, you don't know this, do you? Have you ever heard of
No.
Kid Nation?
No.
No, you haven't heard of Kid Nation? Let's pitch the idea to him. Quinn, can you pitch the idea of Kid Nation to him? No.
Hey, you know-
Let's
you know
pretend.
what,
Let's pretend we're the co-creators of it. And he's like the upper hierarchy of HBO, right? And we have to pitch the show to him to get it onto air. Okay, this is what it is. This is gonna blow your
Tough
mind.
enough to crack.
Okay, so in the middle of the Arizona desert, there's this old abandoned mining town, right?
Uh-huh.
And no one lives there. What if we took 40 kids from ages 8 to 15? Quinn, isn't it ages 8 to 15? We couldn't legally do 7.
We can't do 16 because
We
they
can't
might get. They
Yeah,
might
and we
just
can't.
get,
Yeah, because they could do lawsuits, and we can't legally do 7 either because they could die. So we took these 40 kids.
Okay.
We're gonna dump them there, in that town, and we're gonna tell them to make their own nation and survive.
And you're saying it's like I know you're thinking it's like Lord of the Flies. You're saying we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
know.
one of us. We're gonna be there to sleep by just us. and we're
But
gonna have a
all
camera
we're
crew.
ever gonna give them is things we should have given them on day one. It will be no improvements.
That's everything with them. Here's the thing. There'll be one outhouse, and here's what me and Magnus idea. So
We're
I feel
giving
like,
them one outhouse. What if we
They
give
were-
them 8 as a prize
yeah, so
for
hear
the
me out,
40
pause.
children?
Hear me out. So we're gonna give them one on the first day. Then 10 days later, we're gonna wait. Okay, we're gonna wait, and basically, we're gonna choose a television or 8 outhouses. Okay. Okay.
So
we're
so
gonna see what they
so yeah. Could we get one
Mhm.
season?
I think that is an awful idea. That is just prepared to end horribly and have plenty of lawsuits.
Well,
I will give you
that's
3 seasons.
what that's that's what the HBO guys should have said. But alas, the show exists. I'm actually gonna look up right now how many seasons there were. Kid Nation.
There's one season, but like I don't
Only
think
one?
there was even that many episodes.
There was only one season. Yeah, 2007.
many
and
episodes
how
were
many
there?
episodes were there? 13. And the final episode was We've All Decided to Go Mad. Episode 13. The pioneers awaken to find the job board destroyed. An unlikely hero emerges, and the pioneers face 3 final challenges and receive a heart-wrenching surprise that leaves them all in tears. What do you think that episode was about?
I think like okay, so basically,
Yeah.
here's the thing. They made gangs, okay? They made
Mm-hmm.
gangs. I feel like those gangs, like one of
Killed
them
each
was
other.
like the baddies.
Mm-hmm. You think
and
they set up
basically-
actual gangs and they kill people in
Oh,
those
I
gangs?
know. I feel like no. I feel like they
You
made
think they
like
slaughter
blood.
real people and they draw
I think
blood?
like some.
Yes.
I think they were kind of against each other. Some
I'm gonna
gangs were
type
with
in
each
the
other.
description of that episode in the Discord chat right now. So that sounds insane.
Okay.
That sounds insane. Because you know that isn't something that they set up. Like they weren't just going to be like, "Oh, let's let them destroy the job board and just see what happens." No, they were like, "Let's destroy the job board and see if these kids go wild and nuts about it." So basically, for context for people that don't know, they give them a job board, which is sort of like, "Oh, well, we're gonna let you guys decide how things runs, but these are the jobs people need to do." They basically give them no help, because it wouldn't be interesting if they did.
It would be interesting if they actually got help.
So if you guys were on that show Kid Nation, do you think you could live and thrive and become the leader?
No.
Yes. Well, I feel like we can do
Shut up,
3
Rob.
ways. One way can take over. I think we can. I think me and you. I
Yeah.
think Magus, me and you, and Brandon can take the whole thing over one day. Not one day, but several days. I think we can take over.
Uh-huh.
We can mess around the whole time and see what happens.
Yeah.
Or 3, just destroy everything.
Destroy everything. I don't think they would
Kill 6
be
people.
able to stop it because, if you look at anyone in that cast, there's not a single big boy. There's no one strong. They're all these sickly, pale twigs of kids, honestly very malnourished. I think we can take them quite easily.
I think so too. I think I can
Anyway.
suffocate them by fat rolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can we eat the
fat
kids?
rolls. Oh, well, honestly, for
Sorry.
sustenance, eventually they'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
If we kill everyone else, then we win.
I'm
Right?
honestly surprised that there were 13
Then do we get
episodes.
13 outhouses?
Yeah.
We each get our own personal 6 outhouses. That'd be great.
Is Kid Nation on Hulu? No. Yes.
Is
No.
it really?
Yes.
way.
No way. I'm looking this up real quick on my phone. I'm
Was,
looking at Hulu on my phone.
was Kid Nation scripted?
Yes.
No, it wasn't. I'm pretty sure. I
Certain-
think
definitely was.
Certain parts of it were scripted. Yes.
certain parts, not all of it though.
You will not believe what I just stumbled upon. A Reddit post by this guy who says, "I was on the child's reality TV show Kid Nation when I was 14. Ask me anything about it." Whoa.
Oh,
Did we just stumble onto the rabbit hole? He was Michael. Wait, Kid Nation Michael. That was the blonde kid in the first episode. He who shouts Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's see what they asked. Uh,
How long ago was this?
this was 6 years ago.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They positioned the show to seem like you guys had no idea where you were going when you were loaded onto the buses. They're loaded onto the buses like Holocaust survivors, and they're dropped into the desert. So they say, was that true? I expected more people to freak out if they got unexpectedly dropped out in the middle of the desert. He said, yes, that's true, and we weren't allowed to talk at first either. It was very strange and overall kind of shitty. Never a risk of going hungry. We had our things together and a good amount of prepared food to eat. That being said, I bummed food off of the camera crew. Whoa. So
What
they
does that
they
mean?
weren't told. They weren't told. They weren't allowed to talk about it at all. Anyone who knew what the show was doing, they weren't allowed to talk about it amongst each other. Basically.
What do you mean?
They didn't
mean?
know what they were getting into.
Like, the staff didn't know? Like, or the kids?
The kids. This is
The
from
kids.
the kids. Yeah.
What were the kids? So the kids didn't know what was gonna happen?
Yeah,
or
they didn't
know?
they didn't know what was going to happen. And they weren't allowed to talk about it at all. That's kind of messed up. Huh?
But they knew they were gonna go out there and survive, right?
They knew they were going out into the desert for a live TV show. That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah. Wow.
something. Dude, man, I would totally dethrone. I feel like I think they wouldn't really care. Honestly, they probably had medics out there just in case, you know.
Well, yeah.
I want to go see if that's a question. They like medics out there, like
Did
people
they have
fought it.
medics? Oh,
They definitely legally had
it was
to.
legally they had to have some sort of health thing, but it was a very low budget show, so they couldn't really do that much. How alone were
that's
you in
something.
reality? Obviously, there were cameras, but did you feel like you were out on your own, or was it apparent that you were on a TV show the whole time? It was very apparent that we were involved in a production process. Yeah, so basically, it wasn't. It was most of it was like decently scripted. It wasn't actually like they seriously put these kids into it.
Hmm.
So,
That's something, all right.
yeah, these reality TV shows are always so odd to me, especially shows like that where it's just like throwing things to the wall and seeing like what could even get past the regulations, right? Like I saw a show and it was about wives who break up with their husbands and their kids have to meet someone who they think should date their moms.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's really a show. I forget what it's called, but that was a show. Do you guys binge these types of shows? Do you ever watch them?
No.
Like
not really.
I
Trash
watched
TV. Trash
oh
TV.
yeah, Honey Boo Boo. Yeah.
Oh, I used to when that was popular. I was only like 10 or 9, but yeah, we used to watch it quite a bit. Have you seen the Honey Boo Boo characters since then? They're actually doing pretty well. Yeah,
No,
the
they're
mom
not.
lost
No,
a
they're not.
no. The mom lost a lot of weight.
So I'm gonna say what happened. So
Yeah.
the mom did, but now she went to jail. She's in jail, I'm pretty sure, and after
Really, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I just knew she lost weight.
they have a show called Mama June Hot, Not So Hot. That went on for 2 seasons, and then she met a guy named Gino.
Mhm.
Okay, and now Gino was a really cute. At first, he was a really cool guy. Everyone likes
Yeah.
him. Honey Boo Boo was down.
Honey Boo
Afterwards,
Boo.
he kind of became abusive. He became abusive to everybody, and not telling you about this. Mama June.
Mhm.
Mama June still loved him, like she loved him to death.
Oof.
So like, and then like she like had
for
seizures.
those who
She
don't,
started-
for those who've never seen Honey Boo Boo, it's trash TV from the Midwest America about a horrible, dysfunctional, disgusting family from the Midwest. Yeah, so basically in 2019, Mama June, the character from Honey Boo Boo, Shannon, was arrested for drug charges. She's out on bond after being arrested March 13. She and her boyfriend, Eugene Doak, were arrested at a gas station where he was heard threatening her, according to the press.
domestic violence.
Whoa.
She took the charges. She took the charges for the drugs, and it wasn't her.
Whoa.
So basically, what happened is in one
Yeah.
of the episodes,
Yeah.
in the last episode of season 2, she like, they're gonna take her to rehab.
Mhm.
You know, this rehab get her away from him.
Yeah.
And like, then like she's saying how she was gonna kill herself to everybody, and
Mhm.
like that she was like, okay, I'll go, and then she goes, and then like 13 hours later, Gino comes to pick her up there and takes her out, and they're
Mhm.
gone for several months, and then she gets arrested, okay, on cocaine,
Yeah.
and she doesn't contact her kids or anything. They try to contact her, she doesn't answer at all. She doesn't answer because she doesn't care about her really kids anymore.
Mhm.
Says on social media she does, but she doesn't because I mean it's on TV, and they came out and said it before like she doesn't.
Mm.
And none of I mean some is scripted. Don't get me wrong, some is scripted, but some is straight. You know, getting
Jesus
her arrested,
Christ.
cocaine, and like it was like yeah, and like I don't know, like it's just so like they were like I'm pretty sure they were gonna cancel Not So Hot, and then she
Mhm.
became skinny. Then all this drug charges. And stuff. Then they switched it the title. It's not Mama June Hot Tonight. It's called Mama June Family Crisis now. That's the new name.
Mama June Family Crisis. Wait, is the show still going?
No.
WeTV.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I watched the last. I watched a
Mama
couple
June
episodes.
Family Crisis. That's what it's called
Yeah.
now.
You're joking.
Wait, hold on. This cannot be real. Mama June Family Crisis. What?
It's true. It's on
Family
WeTV.
Crisis. Yes, it's really happening.
Oh my.
It's most recently from like 5 days ago. It's still happening.
No.
It's on every Friday night.
This is
Stop!
absolutely insane. They're recording her arrest and they're like recording her going to court
Oh,
as a live
goodness.
TV show. Where do you draw the line?
You don't.
This is these
There's
people's
a-
lives. Jesus. That's horrible.
So here's the thing: it was filmed like right before school started. I know
Yeah.
that 'cause they talked about school starting up for the little girl. And she's
Uh-huh.
our age. She's our age.
Yeah,
the girl's
yeah.
our age.
She's just about our
Oh.
age, yeah.
Is our age. I think she is.
Well, I mean, relatively, yeah. So
Jesus.
that's
Yeah. So and like, but she's very dramatic. That's the thing. She's over dramatic a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they go in the booth and they talk about what happened, but like they're really dramatic. So I'm pretty sure that's scripted.
yeah.
No, I think that's scripted.
Uh-huh.
Like but other parts are not. But like the booth parts, that's scripted 100%. You know.
I don't know what parts of that shows are ever scripted because I didn't really watch it
Yeah,
or
that-
pay attention that much.
Some of it's not scripted, but some of it is scripted. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just like.
That's so bizarre. Cause like nowadays I try to avoid watching trash TV like that, but back in the day, my parents were super into Honey Boo Boo and like My Strange Addiction and all those sorts of weird shows.
TLC. Oh my-
Yeah, anything from TLC they would always watch.
Well, it was owned by TLC. Honey Boo Boo was, and they
Yeah.
switched to WeTV.
Yeah. Or they would. I remember one thing they would watch a lot is like My 500-Pound Life or 400-Pound Life or whatever it was.
800.
800's not 800. No way.
Yeah.
Wait, this is. Oh my
I
god.
think it's 900.
Did you
too.
say?
Wait,
Wait, what was?
wait.
What did, wait, Brandon, what did you say?
My
800-pound life.
800-pound life. TLC. Yep. Yeah, that's where we're at. And these people are. Jesus Christ, this is horrible. This
Pretty
is
sure 900 is there too.
This is absolutely horrible. Yeah. And these people are just like flesh blobs. They look like you know those beanie bags that like your cousins always have but you never got when you were a kid and you were like, "Oh, my cousin has the beanie bag. I've always wanted that at my house."
It's a beanie bag.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
bean bags like the chairs.
We gotta lobotomize
I
him.
have a
Yeah.
beanie bag.
Well, when I was a kid, I always wanted a beanbag. They look like human beanbags, though. is my point. Like, yeah, like these people here, not functioning. If
Don't make fun of these fat people. They're fat because
Well,
they.
no, here's the thing. I don't make fun of fat people. Like, if you're like 200, no, not 200. If you're like 300 pounds, whatever, you can still lose that. But these people are beyond
Oh,
the
yeah.
point of return, and they did that to themselves. I don't make fun of fat people because you can still go back at that point. But obese, like my
Mhm.
900-pound life people, you did that to yourself, and you're not going back.
Oh, there's one
I
guy
can
that went
point
back.
and laugh as much as I want.
There's one guy that went back. You know the fat guy
Really?
that fell off the golf cart and he cried?
No,
Oh.
I never heard of that
There's a
man.
little scene. There's a little
Hmm.
scene where a guy falls. He's really fat. He's on a golf cart and
Yeah.
like he falls up and cries. But he's like super muscular now.
Uh-huh. Wow, really? Huh.
Yeah,
Well, I think
yeah,
most
dude.
of them are never gonna get past that point.
Oh yeah, none of them are. Yeah, you're right. None of them are. Most of them are gonna be fat slots.
Hmm. And that's why I feel comfortable watching those shows and like making fun of the people, which I don't watch those shows because they're depressing. But whenever I catch my mom watching them, because she loves to watch those, I'm like, he's fat and I'm not as fat. I'm still a little fat. I'm not gonna lie.
Haven't you guys recently watched Gotham or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get
Oh.
into. So,
Yeah.
Quinn, I just finished Gotham, which is a Batman TV show for those who don't know. Quinn, do you like that show?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I
I
remember watching it.
Loved it, but
It was really good.
yeah, I thought it was really good. My only criticism was season 5 was not a fantastic ending, because a lot of characters didn't get a resolution.
I mean,
Like Mr.
Mm.
Freeze, Scarecrow, Firefly, none of them ever like ended, right? They never had a.
well, I
They
mean,
didn't even
it's
show them
basic-
getting like arrested or anything.
I mean, they're like, cool. Mr. Freeze goes like he's in like the
Yeah.
North Pole.
Well, no,
comes
no, no,
back.
because in season 5 they established that all these characters have territories now and turfs, and Mr. Freeze does, but we never see
Oh,
him.
yeah.
It's annoying.
We do. I'm pretty sure we do.
No, they mention it. I've kept track of this. In season 5, you don't see him do turf wars or anything the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, it's so annoying because that was my biggest problem with the show, and it wasn't even something they could control. So, for those who don't know, Gotham had 5 seasons, right? And the 5th season was the last one. But season 4, right at the end of it, they canceled the show. However, the creators of Gotham went to HBO and they talked and they said, "Please, could you just give us enough episodes to finish the show?" And they were like, 12 episodes, which isn't even a full season runtime. That's half of a season. And they said, "No,
got
we're not going to be able to resolve the whole thing in 12 episodes." And they said, 12 episodes. So yeah, I don't even blame them really, because they just weren't given enough time to properly resolutionize it. I just don't like season 5 anyway.
Blame me.
Do you have a favorite season?
Yeah. Season 3.
Season 3 was like one of the better ones. I would say it was a huge turning point. Brandon, have you been watching any TV shows recently? Do you have any recommendations for us? Since other than Steven Universe, I'm not watching anything anymore.
I don't have a recommendation, but the only TV show that I've watched even like close to
Mhm.
recently was I walked into the front room one day and saw someone watching My Babysitter is a Vampire.
My Baby, it wasn't that from like wasn't that from like
And-
2010?
It was 2012.
2012. They still air that?
No.
Netflix.
Wasn't that a Fred TV show? Wait, hold on. My Baby.
No, it
No.
it wasn't Fred. No. It was a Netflix.
It was
And it apparently
no.
got like a real deep thing.
It was there was a Fred version. Fred.
Stop.
I swear to God. Yes, he did a music video based off of it, and that's what I'm remembering.
Stop.
You guys remember Fred?
No. I
Fred
forget-
Ficklehorn. Fred Ficklehorn.
I choose to forget him.
Quinn, you remember Fred?
I had the guy that made his voice really high pitched and
Yep.
famous.
Yeah, remember he had 3 movies, by the way.
A Nickelodeon exclusive.
Doesn't
Yeah,
he have like
three-
a clothing line at Walmart
3
or had?
Nickelodeon exclusives. I think he had one. Yeah,
What did you say?
Had a
uh,
Walmart brand.
he had a Walmart clothing brand. That man got so big just because he used a voice changer. That's the only reason. So bizarre. It's so weird that like, have you ever seen YouTuber movies? They're like always
Oh.
bad. There's not a single one that is good.
That's true.
Airplane Mode by Logan Paul.
Airplane mode, airplane mode. Wait, what? What is
Airplane mode.
airplane mode?
It's bad. I mean, it's so good.
What is it though?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Okay, I know Logan Paul was in the thinning.
Those were all right. Not gonna lie.
No, the first one wasn't, and I never saw the second one. The first one
What?
bad. The first Logan Paul thinning movie, bad.
It's thinning.
So thinning, I'll
They
tell you
weren't
what.
bad, they were
Hey,
okay.
I'll tell you what the thinning is about, and I stand by this. They were bad.
Okay.
Okay, so they're I think YouTube Red original movies starring Logan Paul and some other girl.
Peyton List.
Don't know who that is, and you didn't have to scream her name
Oh,
in frustration.
Oh,
Peyton
listen.
List.
Okay, you know Jerome from Joker.
Uh-huh.
He's Zane Payton List.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Nah, he deserves
Yeah,
it. He was a great actor. Okay, well,
Really
look,
hot.
here's the thing. So the thinning is about, and get this. This is gonna be freaking crazy. So the American school system, they have these tests every year, right? And you do the test, and if you fail the test, they kill you. That's what the thinning is about.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the whole movie premise. And my only bit that I stopped to explain the whole movie for was that I think it's bad because Logan Paul's in it. And
Wait, is he
anything
like
that
in
man
season-
touches turns to slime. He's the main character.
Oh, never mind. It's terrible then. Never mind.
Yeah,
Peyton
he's
List is the main
he
character.
is
Nice.
horrible.
Peyton List is the main character.
No, Logan Paul's the main. They're like co-main characters, literally.
Like the sidekick.
Pay the list is the main character. Pay the list is the main list. I don't
What?
care. I don't care, Britton. Okay, I think that was a good bit to end the episode on because we're running on an hour now, I believe. Which is longer than we usually do.
Wait, we gotta talk about one more TV show.
What TV show?
Oh my god.
What TV
I
show?
forgot the name of it.
Okay,
Hold
well,
on. Okay, we're in.
no.
We're ending.
Yeah, we're ending it.
Okay, guys, thanks for listening.
Thank
Please
you all.
Lolly Rock.
He's Lolly Rock. This is the end of the episode.